Uh, First, we have the numerical abnormalities. It occurs when an individual is missing one of the chromosomes from a pair. The condition is called monosomy. When an individual has more than two copies instead of a pair, the condition is called trisomy. An example of a condition caused by numerical abnormalities is Down syndrome, which is marked by some mental disability. We could have learning difficulties, a characteristic facial appearance. Uh, they could have a poor muscular tone, uh, but an individual with Down syndrome has three copies of chromosome 21 rather than two. For that reason, this condition is also known as trisomy 21. Uh, an example, for example, of monosomy in which an individual lacks a chromosome is Turner syndrome. In Turner syndrome, a female is born with only one sex chromosome, an X. It is normal to have, instead of, for example, if I'm a female, two X chromosomes, the sexual chromosomes, and instead of boys, one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. But in this case, in Turner syndrome, they only have one sex chromosome, and is usually shorter than average and unable to have children, for example, among other difficulties. And as we have mentioned, we have structural abnormalities. This is a chromosome structure that can be altered in several ways. We could have, as we have mentioned, deletions, a portion of the chromosome is missing, duplications, when a portion is duplicated, translocation, when a portion of the one chromosome is transferred to another chromosomes, and this could lead, for example, to miscarriages. This is very rare because it is just between less than 5% of the population. So that is very important to assess our patients when they get here to the lab or to the clinic to handle and to assess the risk that they could have. We could have inversions, and last but not least, rings. That is a portion of a chromosome that has broken off and formed a circle or ring. This happen with or without loss of genetic material. So it is important to sum up that most chromosome abnormalities occur as an accident in an egg or sperm. In these cases, the abnormality is present in every cell of the body. Some abnormalities, however, happen after conception. Then some cells have the abnormality and some do not. But it is important that chromosome abnormalities can be inherited from a parent, such as translocation in this case. But we could have, and this is the most common, to be de novo. What means de novo? That is new to the individual, and it happens for the first time in this individual, and they didn't inherit this from their parents. So this is why when a child is found to have an abnormality, chromosome studies are often performed on the parents.